Hi there, I hope you're well, and welcome to the Innovate Search Talent Acquisition Partner Program that we have with Stryker. My name is Justin Heath. I'm Recruiting Manager at Innovate Search, and I'm going to be the one that's taking you through all of the recruiting process and giving you some coaching and advice as we go through that. Today, I really wanted to talk to you about the interviews that you're going to be going through at Stryker, giving you through a few tips and just a little bit of advice around how to navigate those. The recruiting process at Stryker is notoriously quite hard. As much as you know going into that is really going to help. So first thing I'll start with is when you are either on the phone interview or face-to-face, every single interview counts. Okay? There is no interviews at Stryker that are just a tick box exercise. Every single person has the ability to make a decision whether you're going to be going through to that next stage or not. So absolutely put your best foot forward in every single interview. They're usually ran in the same kind of vein. So initially they will ask you to go through your CV to start with. This is really important to make sure that you're clear and concise. You should take no longer than about 5 or 6 minutes to go through your experience and your background. Best way to do this is to go through that chronologically. Go for an overview of the roles that you've done, pull out your 1 or 2 main responsibilities and maybe one achievement in each role, and then explain why you then moved from role to role. Just emphasizing this should be no longer than 5 or 6 minutes. If you take longer than that, you will definitely lose the person that's interviewing you. And there's been many times that people have been let go because they were not concise enough when talking about their experience and background. Second thing I would say with Stryker is an overarching thing as well, is make sure that you are incredibly specific with your examples. You'll be asked for examples or tell them about a time when something's happened. Do not be hypothetical. Never start your example with, that happens all the time. When that happens, this is what I usually do. That's too hypothetical, that's too general. They will stop you and you will need to give a specific example. So if you're giving that specific example, make sure that you are talking about one moment in time that's really tangible, that lets them know that that happened to you. And that goes for all of your examples in all of your interviews, whether that be face-to-face or on the phone. You have to be as specific, concise as you can. With that specificity, you need to get to the detail very, very quick. So if you're asked a question around a courageous conversation, for instance, you do not need to give context around that conversation. So you can just start by going, yeah, I would say the most courageous conversation I've had was with this person. This is what happened. This is what was said. This was the outcome. Okay, so no context is needed around that. One of the really big things with Stryker is during the interview process, they are absolutely looking for you to be energetic and enthusiastic. You really need to bring that passion for the role and for the company. Okay, they have a lot of applications and they have a lot of people that will go through the process. You really need to stand out by being enthusiastic and being energetic and really bringing your whole self to the table. One of the really big things I would say is you need to have done your research. This is where we come in terms of this education and coaching program that you're going to be going through. So we will take you through, you'll get to see a lot of different videos, you'll get to read a lot about Stryker, but you still also need to go and do your own research. You know, there's things that you can do around reaching out to people that are in that role at the moment and getting a really good understanding from them. Again, that's something I can help you. I can hook you up with those people, but you need to go and want to do that to really understand the role, understand what you're getting yourself in for. And I'd say, look, one of the really big things here is for you to be open and honest. You will get asked about development areas. You will get asked about maybe tough feedback that you've had. These questions are not there to catch you out. They're not there to make you think about an example that will turn a negative into a positive. They're there for you to be open, honest, and vulnerable. The good thing about this is when you can highlight some development areas, you can also then tell them around the focus points that you've put on those development areas to improve yourself and make yourself better. Okay, Stryker is one of the very best medical technology companies in the world. They are looking for, the top 1% of the top 1%, but also those people that know who they are. They're able to understand where their weaknesses are, where those development areas are, and how they then focus on those development areas to improve themselves. That's quite a quick overview, but it will give you a really good insight to that interview process. And I'm here on every step of the way to help you out. Hope this helps.